no, I don't think you'd mess it up. Seeing as though that you're on live right now with everybody on TGH. How you guys doing? Much love. Thank you guys for coming here today. We're going to be talking about some really cool stuff that's going to be going on. ZTK, you want to tell us what we're kind of doing over here? Here today, we're going to be talking about some really. Can you hear me well over there, bud?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you're kind of low on my end. I don't know why.
Okay, all right, that's fine. All right, so guys, today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some of the stuff that we've been kind of planning behind the scenes. Some of the things that we think will be very helpful for those in the community. Do you want to talk a little bit about that, ZTK?
Yeah, we're going to talk about putting a care sheet together and just some basic foundational stuff that beginners need. And we're going to get together with a couple of our teammates or team players, some of the group, and then we're going to go over it and then just decide together if it's what's beneficial, what's not beneficial, and then once we get it together, we're going to put it out there for everybody to be able to grab a hold of and use it for a basic, care sheet that they could use for any ball if they're getting their first ball python, so that way that they can feel comfortable with having their own first snake.
Okay, so what you're saying is we're putting together a ball python care sheet. And so how are we putting that together? I mean, how are we getting this information? Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, there's a lot of, on my behalf, I got a very, very good veteran that's going to help, that's always helped me along the way. So it's helped me know what I need, helped me know the information I need to have very good quality, to produce good quality animals, to keep all their conditions right and things like that. We're going to put together several different guys. We're going to use, I think we're going to get up with Jay's Balls because he's awesome and he's got some of the best husbandry and he's so like particular about everything. And I love how he does that. And it just motivates me to even be better myself. So he's one of them. And I know there's a few others that me and you have talked about that we've got in mind to be able to do this.
So definitely, there's going to be a few people that we've already reached out to. This has been going around within our community. Guys, we are here to do what it is that's going to be beneficial for not just one another, but for everyone in the community. We're not just talking about one another right now. We're talking about those future generations. That's what we're striving for. So we want to put together a basic ball python care sheet, something that you might find anywhere you go in regards to trying to get that ball python. If you're there and you're thinking about it and all of a sudden you say, man, I don't know what to do, you can reach out to one of the amazing people within our community and say, hey, I have this dilemma. I'd like to figure this out. And that can be sent over to you like that. We're working on it. We're going to get this set up. I think it's something that can combat that negative world that's out there. You know what? Go ahead. Come on over this way. We can handle that. We got a lot of people that are working for the right reasons. So what we'll do is push out that information, make sure that those people can utilize it for themselves. And again, it's better for the animals that everyone has a basic idea of what they're doing. I wasn't aware of these things when I got started. ZTK, was that something that was familiar when you got started with ball pythons? People just giving that information?
No. Actually, I first started with not a ball python, but a boa constrictor, but they both have about the same care. But
Okay.
I didn't get any kind of real information that actually helped me to provide the right care for that animal. And on top of that, they just were selling it and they didn't care what happened. They sold me a snake, they sold me a tank with a top, didn't give me really any other information. Had the snake, took the snake home, excited about having it. I was 16 and died the next day. So I want to be able, and I know you do, and I know all of us that are together want to be able to prevent that from happening from the next 15, 16, 18-year-old that has their first job, that's working and making just a little bit of money for their first job and saying, you know what, I want to buy my first snake. We want to prevent that from happening to them because that's a very discouraging thing.
Definitely, definitely. All right, so I just got in here to the chat. Let's see who we have here. It looks like we got a lot of people hanging out with us right now.
Yes, we do.
Let's just go off. Scotty Rush, Heather, Madman, G-Rated. We know we got Nightbot on the job. Iron Dog Reptiles, We got Jay's balls hanging out over here. Again, my boy Iron Dog, it just stands out right there. Gotta love that. Jon Fealy. We got Reptiles Revolutions. SSS. That's amazing. Here hanging out. Theory Family. There are so many people here, guys. I am trying to get through it. Genomic Labs, the better half. Ball Python Boulevard. What's going on? Kentuckiana and much more. Balls Paradise. Hi, everybody. How are you guys doing? Much love to you. Today, we just wanted to talk about something that we can do to help out, some friends we have out here, which are the next generation of our community. How do you feel about that again, ZTK? I mean, they are the next generation for us. And even if it's not the next generation, there could be guys our age. We're talking dudes in high school. We're talking young guys that are working their first job. Having an exotic animal, that's a thrill. That's something that a lot of dudes like to do. A lot of young ladies are getting into this. This is something that I think should grow. That being the normal, it should be the now. And, big ups to Rude Dog Reptiles because he's pushing that same image and that same message out into the community. We definitely represent that. How do you feel about this information being brought out into the new guys, the novice, the basic, dude that doesn't know a darn thing and is just trying to get interested and trying to get familiar with this? I think this is cool, but what's your thoughts?
I honestly think we would be absolutely crazy if we did not put this out there for them, if we did not show them proper care and the simple techniques that it takes to just take care of ball pythons. It would be crazy for us to just hide this kind of information away because this is possible. I mean, this is not only possible people that could actually, invest into us and invest in what we're doing, but also that they will have their own thing in the future. And then because we're not going to be around forever, So I have kids that are growing up and that I'm trying to teach them to represent ZTK. So, and I'm teaching them how to do these things. And then there's going to be kids after them that I want my kids to be able to teach other kids. And so we have to be that positivity that will show them if they mess up, if they make a mistake, if they do something wrong, we're here to say, hey, you know what? It's okay. Everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Here's the right way. Let me show you this. Let me coach you on this. Let me teach you this in a positive way, in a great way that makes it feel like they feel comfortable talking to you. They feel comfortable coming to us because we have knowledge, we have people that back us, and we have wisdom that can give them that, that motivation that they need or that desire, that inspiration they need to buy their first ball python or to buy their first snake.
You know what? I definitely think that's important because how hard was it for the majority of folks getting involved? And making it easier, I think, is the transition that we're all looking for. That's that next level, that next step. Finding the best ways and avenues to acquire information. I think this resource we have, these platforms, YouTube, big shout out to YouTube for that. Hey, because they're giving us this opportunity to do exactly what we're doing right now. I mean, if it wasn't for Google Hangouts and being able to do this, thanks to Jon Fealy showing TGH how to do that, that's a powerful thing. And that powerful thing, bringing people together, I mean, we're going to be able not just educate, but just share our beliefs. And that's very, very powerful because if your beliefs are the right things, if you're repping positivity, if you're constantly being focused on being the better version of yourself for the next day, that's going to make our community that much more stronger. I mean, I love the fact that we're able to hang out with different people. We're able to go ahead and vibe with one another. We're able to engage with our community. Can you go ahead and speak a little bit about engaging with your community?
There's different things that I've been doing to engage. Like I will literally talk to people. Like I use my social media, honestly, to engage with the people around me, because they're familiar with me. I mean, I talk everywhere I go. Like every time, just for instance, I work at a bunch of different Applebee's. So every Applebee's I go to, I talk about what I do in some way, shape, or form. I get into a way to where I mention what I do. Somehow I find a way to mention who I am, what I do, why I do it, how much I love doing it. And because I just about, my job at Applebee's, because that's my job. That's what I do for a living. That's what I do to push what I'm doing. But this is my passion like reptiles is my passion. Ball pythons and just snakes in general are my passion. So that job is what helps fuel my passion. It helps put financial means to back my passion. So that's the thing. I look everywhere I can. I try to give out cards everywhere I can. I try to, like when we did the Petco and the PetSmart, things with taking our ball pythons and trying to bring awareness to like how to handle them, how to show care for them, how to just not be so scared of them. And and if you go back and look at some of those YouTube videos that when we did that, even the keepers, the people there that were working with them were even scared of them. And I was like, it's all about knowledge. Knowledge is power. It's all about knowledge and how much knowledge you have to be able to show people, what you know, and not just show them, but what you know with passion and with fire. And then it gives them that feeling like, hey, this is really something awesome, what he's doing or what she's doing, or, what this group is doing when they have this passion, they have this fire to just, and this knowledge they have for the reptiles and the reptile community. And it's actually what's the word I'm looking for? It's a certain word I'm looking for. It's addictive. It's addictive, and people start latching on to it. People with positivity, people with the same like mindset we have.
That makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? Building a community is something that a lot of people are working on actively. Just like the people that are here right now, much love to you. Thank you for coming and doing those things that are needed, again, so that we can push out the right message, so we can help the right people, which is people that want that information. We definitely want to be a resource for everybody. So that's why we're going ahead, making sure to make moves that are going to benefit those people in our community, like the next generation, like the youth, or like the guy who just went to his first show, has never seen these amazing morphs, gets hooked on just how wow and how they made him feel or her feel. And guess what? They go ahead and jump on that. But did they have that information available to them? This social media platform allows us to reach a lot of people. There's going to be tons of people that are watching what you guys do. I'm talking to you, the viewers out there. I'm talking to you other guys who have channels. People watch what you're doing. ZTK, a lot of people watch what you're doing. And when you guys push out those information to people, what is it that you're actually pushing out there? How are you helping everybody else? What is the value in what you're doing? I'd like to think what we're doing is building a community in a way that benefits everybody by bringing unity. We network with one another, and we definitely do the best we can to help one another. I think that's very positive. That's very powerful. And, we're going to continue to do stuff like that. I'd like to make a big shout out right now to AllTime Reptiles. If you guys are looking for a bedding solution, please reach out to AllTime Reptiles. Yes, he has his own channel. An amazing dude. Family, all about the right things. He's repping positivity. Go over there and give him a look. Ask him that question. I'm interested in bedding, and I'm pretty sure he's going to have some amazing answers there for you. ZTK, you say you have people that are showing you in the background how to do that. There's no need to say names of who's showing, but what does that mean to have somebody in the background, a mentor or someone like that, to kind of show you the way and pass down advice to you? How does that feel, having that type of resource?
Well, I mean, it's probably one of the reasons why I'm still doing it, honestly, because I feel like if it wasn't for somebody that had my back or was telling me what to do or was helping me with my breeding or helping me with my attempts and letting me know what's good and what's not good, that's kind of like telling me who to trust, who not to trust, people, things to watch out for. Just different things like that. It's good to have somebody like that because they been in this business for a long time. They've been in this industry for a long time. So they know the people out there that's good. They know the people out there that's bad. And I don't always talk about that because it brings some negativity along with it. So what I do is I just focus on the positivity. If people come to me, they ask me personally about somebody or something, I would divulge maybe a little information, but I say, look, this is some things I know, but it's best that you make your own decision on something. If you feel comfortable with it, that's you. If you want to buy from a certain breeder, that's you. You can't always focus on what everybody does or what everybody thinks. You got to try to stay focused on you, stay focused on what your goals are, on what your passions are, and just go far as you can with that.
You know what? And the best way to do that is to make sure that you guys are networking and hanging out with the right people, surrounding yourself around people that are like-minded, people that are focused on doing the same things you are in this hobby, so you know what time it is. Yes, we just put that out there. That's a call to action, guys. It's email time. Yes, we definitely need to go ahead, put that word out there, guys, because it's that time. Put your email here. Let people get an opportunity to reach out to you. Let them get that opportunity to say what's up to those people that they wanted to talk to in the past, to that breeder who is someone that you inspire to be in the future, to that person who you then thought, hey, check this out. I'm learning something. Maybe I can ask them this other question I have. These are your opportunities. Go ahead and do that. Make sure to show that love. Thank you, moderators, for doing all that good work. Please let everybody get that out there, because we want to let everybody have an opportunity to hang out with one another. What we're doing here is building a community. We're trying to make sure we have resources for one another. For when that time comes, you can go ahead and do those things you need to, like ask a question without being bashed. Being bashed is horrible. If you don't know what I'm talking about, ZTK, can you elaborate on that a bit for me, please?
Some people feel like if they get into this, like you can make a wrong decision. You can buy from the wrong person, and then you can realize that you bought a sick snake, and then you can go ask somebody else, and that other person will make a joke out of you because you made your first mistake. You bought from somebody you thought was reputable or you thought was great, and you happen to buy a sick snake, and then you go say, hey, is my snake sick? Blah, 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 blah. And you're like, and then the other person will be like, it's not my problem. You didn't buy from me, so I'm not going to deal with it. It's not my problem. Well, to me, hey, sorry, my son. But to me, I feel like we should be that community that says, you know what? We understand that you made a mistake. We understand that you might have bought a sick snake. Here's the first thing you do. Realize you made a mistake. 2, don't do it again. 3, let us give you directions and to help you fix your problem. If it is to go get your snake to the vet, if it is to maybe get some meds that we all know that works as a group, that we have to put another care sheet that we probably have to put together later on. That's going to take a little bit more time. But it's just something that we need to realize, that we shouldn't make fun of people for making mistakes. We shouldn't make fun or bash them because they didn't buy from us and they're coming to us for help. Because guess what? They might be coming to you for help because they made a wrong decision, but that them coming to you and you helping them will end up benefiting you in the future, because they say, you know what? ZTK helped me when I made a mistake doing the wrong thing. He gave me directions and he tried to help me, and my snake passed away. But you know what? I'm going to go to him to buy my next snake, or I'm going to go to him for, the next time I do something. That's things we have to think about when we're in this business.
Well, you know what? Again, and for a lot of people, there is a business aspect to it. For a lot of people, it's simply just being the best keeper they can be. There's a lot of people that just have reptiles as pets. And you know what? Everybody should be I would say, have access to the same amount of information. And that's kind of what we're trying to do, be that bridge for all of these good things and all of these good people. There are great people out there providing amazing animals for that first time buyer. I mean, like Ed from CMC is constantly trying to produce some of the most coolest visual animals he can. And he always wants to make sure he have them at the most fair rate possible. And 9 times out of 10, when people see something they like with him, they work it out and they get that snake. That says a lot about the person doing that. And just like yourself and others in the community doing that stuff, what you're trying to do is provide an opportunity for someone else to enjoy the lifestyle that you're enjoying. So let's be realistic about it. Helping one another is imperative for us to maintaining this thing that we have, which is a community, a lifestyle, guys. Whether you're in this as a business, as a hobby breeder, as a hobbyist, as a first timer, as a complete novice, I consider myself a novice on his journey to becoming a keeper. That is what I'm all about, guys. I have wonderful animals that I love that are in my household. I consider that a little bit of family time as well. You know, there are a lot of great people like martial law who goes ahead and does these things where he says very clearly when he's cleaning is his time that he gets to vibe with his animals. But what people tend to not pay attention to is the reality is that we're spending time every time we're in those snake rooms, every time we're cleaning those tubs, every time we move an animal from one space to another. When we show respect to our animals, we're showing that time, we're showing that love. I like to sit for a little bit longer and hold some of my snakes, but hey, that's me. And I know a lot of you out there do the same. And there are also some that just don't have the time because they have such large collections. But again, showing love to your animals is, I think, all in the husbandry. It's what you're doing to do the very best for your animal. Guys, we've been on here for a little while. I want you guys to know there's a lot of love. You want to do something fun right now, ZTK? Should we do a little something fun?
You know it.
All right, guys, let's do this right now. I'm ready to do this. Okay, I'm pumped. I got my water. Someone put it out there. Let's do this. It's about that time. Guys, hashtag positivity movement. Anybody who wants to get a sub, and you're here right now, and you put that out, hashtag positivity movement, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get called out right now. We're going to ask everybody to go show you some love. That's what's about to go down. Oh, yes, I'm awaiting. Here it comes. I need it. What's going down? Boom. Heather says, give me some love. Sub, 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 sub. Let's go give Heather that love. That's what we're doing. That's amazing. Come on now. Let's keep it going. Leatherneck says sub, sub, sub. He's doing some pretty cool stuff over there. Go take a look at that. Yes, that's happening. G-Rated said sub. Jon Fealy says sub. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. King Repti has changed his name. Go give him a sub. We're doing that in here. Iron Dog is my boy. Balls Paradise in the house. Let's go. Sub, sub, sub. Anyone in here right now, they're repping that positivity. Let's see it. Hashtag positivity movement means sub time. Let's go do it, guys. You know you want to show that love. I want you to show that love. Oh, my goodness. ZTK, are you with it?
You know it. Show us the love. We need the love.
Man. Oh, man. Check it out. We got Reese's in the house. Let's go give them that love. Hashtag positivity movement. Sub, 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 guys. Let's go show that love to those people that are in our community that are repping it, that are constantly doing the things that are benefiting the tomorrow of our lifestyle, guys. I know you're with it. I know you're with it. I'm with it. Oh, yes, you know I'm with it. ZTK?
You know I'm with it, bro.
Guys, boom, TGH DAP. That's what's good. We're doing this, and we're doing it. We're repping it. We're repping it. We're pushing it because the movement is important, guys. Hashtag positivity movement has always been in our community since before I was around and before anyone else even thought to do this. It was there waiting. We just went ahead and answered the call. Guys, what we're doing is for our community. You know, I had wrote some things last night. Me and my friend ZTK, he was talking with me, and we were talking about the vibe that we get here with you guys, and we wanted to share something with you. You know, maybe it was poetry, maybe it was just some simple words, but they were powerful for us. I don't want you to tell them what they were, brother, but can you tell them how it felt when we were putting these together, when we were talking with each other? I mean, it's what we're about, guys.
Well, I know that I was really kind of sort of in the vibe when I started getting at it on my phone, texting you and everything, and we was talking about, you know, the differences in positivity, and we talked about the different, like how we're our own, like, how can I say it without being,
we are a movement. And at the end of the day, what we were doing was basically telling each other that what we're doing is for the right reasons. And that's why we put in that hard work. I want to share a little bit of something that we said last night. These are things that I said to ZTK. I wrote them to him, but they were inspired by the vibe that we were having in that moment, guys. So I want to share this right now. All right. The path we walk is full of treachery, yet we walk it with our eyes wide open. Woke. We are not blinded by the shade. I want you guys to think about that for a second. What we are saying here is very clear. And I want everyone to feel it where you should feel it, whether it's here or here. Hear the words one more time. I'm going to say it again, guys. Hold tight to this. Here you go. The path we walk is full of treachery, yet we walk it with our eyes wide open, woke. We are not blinded by the shade. Now, how do you feel about that, ZTK? And let's not go too deep into this, but how did you feel when we were pushing that around?
That we know that we got a lot of people that are haters, but we can't be that way. And that we can rise above that. And then we can still put our arm around them and say, you know what? I'm still going to rep positivity and I'm still going to do what I'm doing. And you're not going to bring me down just because you don't like what I'm doing. Pretty much. Right.
All right. So let me give you another one. And I'm throwing them at you guys because we're coming to what I think is a point where we should be very open and transparent with each other, just like our boy Jace Balls likes to tell everybody. Much love to you. Here we go with this next little bit. All right. Our community, our friends, our family, our unity comes with strength. And our strength, we shall speak the word of hope because we have a voice. What I think that means is we're going to have an opportunity, guys, to use our voice. How we use that voice is very important. Let me leave you with that there. Ponder on that for a second. I'll tell it to you guys one more time. It's our community, our friends, our family. With our unity comes our strength. With our strength, we shall speak words of hope because we have a voice. We're coming together. We're making this happen, guys. We are the community that is building the better tomorrow. I am not offended by anyone having an opinion towards what we're doing. As long as what we do stays on track, we should not be deterred. We should not have to feel like what we are doing is wrong when we know what we're doing is right. A lot of you people know our little sister, Reagan, Reagan's Reptiles and More. Big shout out to Reagan. Obviously, she's a senator of TGH. Boom, boom. That's that TGH dap. Guys, little Reagan was not just content with being part of a positivity movement. She made it very clear with love in her heart that she wanted, in her words, to be a warrior for TGH's message. I tell you guys, like I told her, she's already part of what we're doing. We brought her into the fold. She's amazing, but she was already a warrior for that positivity movement. Guys, that's what we're doing. Let me leave you with this last thing here, and it's going to be our final thought. I want you guys to all know that I love you and appreciate you. ZTK, my friend, do you want to tell everybody how much love you have for them?
All right, guys. Y'all know we love you. You know we look out for you. You know we're going to try to do things and make things happen with care sheets and with proper things. And we're going to be a team. We're going to do it together. And nobody's going to be able to rip us apart.
Here we go, guys. I'm going to leave you with this. I just want you guys to know how much I have in my heart when it comes to respect for every one of you people that are not being deterred by what it is that's pushing our hobby and our lifestyle to the next level, okay? Now I'm going to say this. I surround myself with strong warriors capable of taking on the enemy of hate with armor of positivity. What we do is rep positivity. It's one word. There are many of us, and we are getting strong. Because we are getting strong, we are going to use that voice, and we are going to come together. We are going to do that thing that we have been working hard for. Guys, I'm going to tell you just how it is. This is the reality. We have been working hard to put together a well. Yes, Our community is together and we need fresh water. We need that water. It is the bringer of life. It gives energy to our bodies. It nourishes us. It feeds our livestock, the things that we need to keep the life going. Water is important. Maintain that thought right now in this analogy. We have worked hard, very hard on this movement and on this community. What we're doing with that, guys, is putting in the work to dig that hole for that water. And we all did that. We all laid those stones for that well. That well was dug so that we can get fresh water for our community. Are you following me? I want you guys to understand this very clearly. I'm going to emphasize this one time for you because this is the reality. What is the movement? The movement is us doing what we need for our community. So here we go. We dug that hole. We got it nice and deep. We tapped into that fresh water source. Our community has that ability right now to benefit from that. Much love to you folks that are here. Much love to you because you know what it is to be part of a community. We're doing that together. We've dug that hole. Now we have lined that well with stones. Every time we all put in a little bit of that love, every time we're sharing each other's positive message, every time we join in on a positive move, whether that be to help someone, whether that be to look after someone, whether that be to spread some knowledge, we all put in that stone to build that well. Guys, we built that well. Guys, we're doing it. Yes, we have built the well and we now have access to fresh water. Congratulations. You guys did it. You built it. You put in that hard work. You are the people that did the hard work. Now, after all of that hard work and building that beautiful well with all of this wonderful water, I hope you guys are feeling the analogy that I'm giving you. You did it. You did it. And now we all benefit because we built it. I am not going to go ahead and tell everyone in the community, let's build a well. Let's put together this well. Let's make this well and leave it unguarded, guys. We as TGH, as a community, as people that are responsible members of the reptile community, passionate people are coming together so that we can do that extra work, that work behind the scenes to make sure no one poisons that well. One drop of poison in that well. If I know that there's one person that's going to drop poison into our well, that one drop can hurt all of us as a community. I'm going to stand strong for that. I'm going to make sure we do the right things. These people here in this community are going to do the right things. If you see people in the chat, do the right thing. Go sub to them. Sub to everyone because we're all here to do the right things. Much love to you. I appreciate you. ZTK, any final thoughts?
Just that we should just keep doing what we're doing. Don't give up. Don't back down. I mean, just some great words of wisdom is to just stay focused, positive, and disciplined in all that you do when it comes to taking care of your reptiles and when it comes to taking care of you. Because you got to take care of you first before you can take care of your reptiles. So just remember that. You got to take care of you. You got to take care of you mentally. You got to take care of you physically and spiritually in order for you to be able to be a person that can take care of your reptiles the way they need to be taken care of. Just remember that because that's a simple thing, a simple thought, and it's something that can take you a long way.
I have a lot to say. I come to you to share time every night, and I do bite my tongue, and I do that for all of us. I stay PG for all of us. I am a dude. My name's Ed. My real name's Eddie. I care a lot about what we're all doing. I care about what you guys do on a daily. I care about the consistency of what we all really care about, our movement, guys. I'm not just going to sit here and pretend that everything is always just fluffy. But you know what? If we work hard, we can shield against those things that bring those moments of hate around us. And there are people here. Iron Dog said he will build a building around your well. because that water that we all work so hard for, I think we all deserve it. That is our reward, guys. That is what we are all working for. We built it. And there's plenty of water for everyone here. I want you guys to understand what you do means more than what's just happening now. You're determining tomorrow with your actions today. I know that there's a lot of people that may think here or there about a lot of different things. Don't tie all of your hard work to this guy who is just a man. I'm just Ed. I just answered the call because it was being screamed out by our community, and I just wanted to step up and answer that for you. I don't want to offend anybody. I got a lot of love for you guys. I want to visit with you and your families, whether that be digitally like this, how we're doing right now with ZTK, or whether you guys have it in your hearts to realize what we're doing is for all of us. And I'd love to come to one of your barbecues. We are doing this together. To clarify, TGH is a group of like-minded people that are pushing a message of positivity. They are their own people and their own brands. Much love to every single person who has contributed some of your time to what it is that is our movement. Again, you guys are amazing. Continue to do what you do. Much love, and I'll see you on the next vlog.